Time for the Villager Group. Time for the Villager Group with me, Villager Jack Duke of Brisbane Town. Let's get on with the show.
First, me, Villager Jack, Duke of Bachelors and the Duke of Brisbane Town. Coming at you live from one of the tallest residential towers here in Brisbane Town, broadcasting to the occupied getaway suburbs of Brisbane Town, greatest city in the world, my home. Now, there is a popular gentleman here on YouTube by the name of Mr. Paul Fluter, and he plays a character by the name of Mr. Archie Chesterfield III Luxury, who is a watch and fine antiques and other such things collector. As I understand it all, Mr. Fluter lives out there in the getaway suburbs, and I ain't sure which one, but I understand it's in the suburb of Jindalee or some such place. And it is a place where folks are struggling. And many folks out there are struggling, driving their big-ass cars around, trucks rumbling through every 10 minutes, kids on skateboards with their baseball caps on backwards, and otherwise sidewalks are empty and devoid of people, and if you look at someone the wrong way, they're going to come up to you in their utility truck and yell out the window at you, and they're going to throw something at you, or maybe they will just hit you. That's the kind of place he lives. I don't understand how that's luxury, but I got a few tips for this young man, and I've been there. I know I was his age once. I believe he is somewhere in his 50s, and I remember when I was 50-year-old, and I used to have watches and such, but one of the things that's disappointed me is this video where he is flashing the monies around and such, and his big-ass watches, and the Rolex, and I don't understand, because as I have read on the internet here, and I have been on the internet now for almost 2 years. Can you believe it? It has changed my life. I have a friend whose son is all computers minded, and he helped me buy this computer in 2013, only $5,000, and I got the modem with it too. And that's luxury right there. And as I done told y'all, this young man, Mr. Luxury, became apparent to me when I got onto the internet and started looking at the forums and started looking at the YouTubes and such. And it's changed my life being on the internet with y'all fine folks. But something I don't understand is, why do you all like Mr. Luxury's videos and such? Because he is a man who, from what I understand, fixed the computers and such, and then out there in them getaway suburbs, and then after that, or before that, I don't know, somebody told me, or I read on the internet, that he is a man who worked at a jewelry store in a suburb by the name of Indooroopilly. Now, Indooroopilly is famous in Brisbane Town. I've been out there for some years. I'm afraid, but to get out there in them ghetto suburbs. But there is a big-ass shopping mall there, and apparently he worked at a jewelry store there by the name of Wallace Bishops. Wallace, W-A-L-L-A-C-E, Bishops, B-I-S-H-O-P-S. And this is a famous jewelry chain here in Brisbane Town. And I'd have to say that if you're going to buy your special lady a diamond ring, it would be one of the places you would go to in Brisbane Town. But it would not be for someone who, like many of y'all, would know about jewelry. and he used to work there. But I don't understand the swearing and such, and the cursing, and the rude behaviors. I don't understand and let me tell y'all, I know he exaggerates and such, but I don't believe there is such a difference there between Mr. Pluto and his character, Mr. Archiefield. I can't see the difference. Maybe y'all can, but I cannot. Okay? But I don't understand why he's got to curse and swear, as we say in Australia here. We say swearing back home. Well, when I was a younger man, it's cussing and cursing. And I don't understand why he's always telling us about his big-ass luxury collection when the whole world knows that he's hopped himself up to his hee-haws just to buy these watches. I don't understand it. And, friends, the other thing I want to ask y'all is this, and I'm going to make some videos about this because I don't understand it, but from what I know is, them folks out there, and I remember the days, a lot of them watches made with in the Switzerland with the nice automatic movements, okay? And you got the mechanicals and the automatics, but the ones that the folks that I know are using and have been now for 30, 40 years, a long time, have been the quartz, because they're more accurate. And I don't care if some watch is going to be valuable to some collector because it's an automatic. Them things are a pain in the ass, and they might look good, but you got to get them tuned up. And there are many watches like them fancy Citizens and the fancy Seikos and the fancy Swiss ones, quartz ones, the Swiss European ones that are quartz, including the Rolex, right? Rolex Quartz President Day. So, friends, I just want to wonder why he's so obsessed with the mechanicals and the automatics and such, when in fact I don't think they're as good as y'all might think they are. And the quartz movements made by Ronda or whoever makes them, Rolex and the other fine folks there in Switzerland, the wilds of Europe, in the mountain regions of Switzerland and such, them movements are easily replaced, and you don't have to worry about future-proofing your watch or such and mechanicals being easier, because that ain't how it works, okay? And you can get your watch fixed quite easily if it's a quartz with some fine Swiss-made watches, not Swiss parts that are made and assembled in Hong Kong. I'm talking about fancy Swiss-made with, we're talking like with man-made synthetic rubies as the jewels and such that are just fine for the lubrication and the gears and such. Them things will last you for years. You can prop them, you can do a whole bunch of things with them, and they'll last. So I don't understand why there's such an obsession with luxury, when luxury, in my view, means something that is even more intricate and more detailed and even more difficult to make, that is quartz, than these automatics. That's more rigid and more durable, it survives a longer time, and which you can replace. Made in Europe, just like the mechanicals. But the main thing is, I don't understand the cursing and the cussing, the waving the monies around and such. You see that video? Somebody wrote a post about this, and I could not believe it when I saw it, but I did. And I'd like to get your all opinion on this, because I'm not sure what to make of this gentleman, and I got to say, I'm kind of embarrassed to come from the same town, and this is my new home. I've been here for many decades now, but it's my home, and he comes from the same town. I'm not sure what to say about it. Okay, friends, looking forward to your opinion. Tell Billy G, Jack the Troop below. Please rate, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Check out my other videos. Tell Billy G, Jack the Troop below. Archieluxury. Is he a big-ass douche, or is he someone worth listening to even just once? Okay, friends, look forward to reading your comments. Bye for now.